I look at divine appointments that I haven't had for so long, and everywhere I used to go, like, no new strangers, was just totally like carefree and like strong and confident. And I have the most enlightening and powerful, heart-filled conversation with complete strangers, no matter where I was on the beach or library or on a plane or whatever. And I just haven't been able. I'm not trying to limit God to saying you have to have certain feelings to have the Holy Spirit. You know that feelings and thoughts are different. But like on an energetic level, like this man who, if Josh were here, he would have kept speaking to this whole stuff, start a conversation. We had the most lovely prayer and the handshake with his friends, and I just felt so strongly impressed. I was supposed to pray for his business and for his health, and I'm just so grateful. Like, it was a piece of the old me that I haven't been able to enjoy, like a spiritual endowment, because I'm so sick, and I had her back today, and I'm really excited to have more, all of the good more, all of the best more. You're next, Dave. You're up next.
What is that?
It's just a filter.
Really? Okay.
It's a water filter.
Wait, like a water filter, a filter that you apply on Zoom, or an actual water filter that you were holding in front of the camera? Okay, an actual water filter.
It's my water bottle.
Nice.
Well, I
Nice.
didn't get any email replies from any of the people that I sent email to. So we'll see who shows up. But doesn't matter. I feel like what I realized as I was kind of relaxing and chilling is like whether or not the rest of the world is in the same place as us, we are being the $1,000,000 like successful version of ourselves. Like we said we were going to start a business, we started a business. We said we were going to do this webinar. We're here, we're prepared. We're
Well,
like we're
mostly prepared.
being that. What's that?
We're mostly prepared.
But yeah, it's like that thing that we like, it's been a year and a half ago. It's like how do you have integrity? This is how. It's you decide what you're gonna do and then you do it. And it might take a year, it might take a day, whatever it is, but like if you've energetically made an agreement with yourself at the very least, or with other people, it's like find a way to make that a reality. And I think that is what is the difference between what somebody who wants success and somebody who is successful is that the integrity of like, oh, the thing that I decided to make real is something I'm committed to making real. So whether or not anybody else decides to show up, like maybe what we learn is just cold traffic, like SOAD clicks aren't highly filtered enough to find people who have similar integrity. I don't know. But what I'm realizing is like, irrespective of the results, I think this is what people talk about. It's like with the releasing the outcome in terms of the manifestation, it's like realizing that it's you being the thing that is from the future right now, even if the results don't appear. It's like that's what starts to create the ripple effect that allows everything else to start matching your vibration.
I agree with you, and I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't afford to wait a year to start making money because I don't have enough money to live for a year. But yeah, I do agree that it's like, doesn't matter if it's now or next week or 2 weeks from now. It's like, we're going to get there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so while we're waiting, we got 5 minutes until maybe people start popping in. But I was thinking, so how could we fill this? Like, if
Can you activate screen sharing, or did you already do it just to make sure I can do that so there's no issues there?
There we go.
So I'm going to start screen sharing now just in case someone shows up early.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Sorry, okay, keep going. We're good.
I might as well. I'll open up the same thing just in case. You disappear. All right, and I'll minimize that. But what I was going to say was, so how could we get a dozen people on this every single day? Where it's like we just spent the next 2 weeks just throw this at people again and again and again. Tell us what can we do better? And is that like, is it literally that simple? Could I just reach out to like group owners and say, we have this presentation, we're trying to make it better. Can we come do it in your group? Would you announce us and like invite people tomorrow? And we'll give you your people like a really good discount, and split the profits with you. Like, I don't know. Is there a way we could get people in front of it over and over and over again fast?
There's definitely a way. The question is, do we want to talk about it or do we want to do it?
I mean, I think I answered my own question.
Because we're very good at talking.
Mm-hmm.
Doing, not always. Sometimes yes, but a lot of the times no.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a very good place to start is Brian, just because it's the right type of audience, and you know he already wants to help you. He already agreed to help in the past, so it's like let's just reach out there.
Yeah.
By the way, don't forget to silence your phone. Just because we're telling other people, so it would be kind of, I don't know, we'd look like idiots if it's just like ding ding.
Yeah. Maybe I'll actually, let's see, airplane mode, focus, do not disturb.
I've never understood the difference between all those things. It's like they're all so similar that it's like, why not just have one?
Yeah. Do not disturb until 7 p.m.
You can set a time, okay? Dude, I have a question for you before we begin.
Yeah.
What if you could reach millions of qualified prospects for free in only 5 minutes per day?
What if? Well, if I could reach millions of qualified prospects for free in only 5 minutes per day, we could sell this course for $1.
True.
We would have like tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Actually, that's interesting. Yeah, that could be something to shoot for. Oh snap! That would be a really interesting case study. It's like, what could I do and document every single day that's like, I'm only gonna spend 5 minutes doing this, and then how long does it take me to get in front of millions of people? It's like, could you do it literally with like a phone call to your local news station? Could you
imagine it's literally like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes per day, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah. So like, what if you could reach millions of qualified prospects in 5 minutes? I mean, makes a good argument for cold calling.
True.
What if you just tried? What if that was all? What if that was all we tried to? All we convinced you to do is like, just start fucking trying.
That would have been so funny if
Guess
that's the second someone joins and that's the first thing they hear. Just start fucking trying.
Well, maybe that's what they need to hear. Maybe the people we're trying to help on this webinar is not the people who might buy from us. It's you and me.
We just need to bully them into buying.
Yeah. Well,
Stop being a fucking pussy and buy already.
yeah. Well, I feel like after we've done this presentation a couple times, oh, dude.
I feel like once we do this a couple times, we'll be like, you know what? Let's just skip this slide. This slide is boring. It's like instead of removing it, we're just like, nope, we're just gonna skip this. I don't want to talk about this.
No, you know what I want to do starting next week is um, at the beginning of every call, actually record one module in the training course. So it might take me 30 minutes to figure out, all right, what is the task? Let me go through and make sure like I know what to do and like have the stuff, but it's like record the 5-minute thing and it's like I'm done for the day. In terms like I've moved our business forward with a 5-minute asset, and then we can literally be like one day ahead of like I'm creating the things, and then the next day I just spend 5 minutes doing that one thing. So maybe that's the 5 minutes a day to get in front of millions of people. It's like set up and create a Facebook group. It's like you can create a new Facebook group and have it properly built out every single month. And if you have stories like social proof, programs, offers, anything like that, it's like you get to the point where you actually are duplicating a lot of resources. So it's less than, maybe it might be less than a week to set it up fully, like professionally as a business, like as a way to catch prospects. And then you could just, you know, set up a new business every, I don't know, week and a half, every 2 weeks, in 5 minutes a day. And then it's like, if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it doesn't go somewhere, just start a new one.
I'm wondering, what if the, special gift or whatever for staying till the end, instead of just like you're going to receive this thing if you stay till the end, what if it's like stay till the end, because at the end we're going to do a training where you can live on the call create your Facebook group or whatever that is, of like, instead of just giving you this valueless thing that you need to consume, it's like we're going to do the work
That's a good idea.
on the call directly.
That's a really good idea. I think that should be the lead magnet, or like the, if you watch the webinar at the end of the call, if you're ready to start a Facebook group, I'll start it for you. Like, and the actual gift will be like an extra 30-minute training, which is like, okay, here's the link, join this Facebook group. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the exact steps. So anybody who's not quite ready, you know exactly where to go. But like, okay, you are ready, so you're gonna be the winner today. It's like we're gonna set up your Facebook group, and everybody who's ready, follow along with us. We're gonna actually do the steps, and then just actually set up the group with them, have it be like done by the end of the thing, and then it's like you've actually helped them move forward into this instead of giving them a homework assignment. You've helped them complete it, and that's kind of the idea of.
I don't know. I think it's a good and a dumb idea at the same time. Because like, yes, it provides more value, but not everyone's going to want to do the work. And it might distract from them purchasing. Because the whole point of the webinar is to get them to purchase. If at the end we're like teaching something, they're like focused on the teaching and they're not thinking like, oh, do I want to buy or not?
Well, I mean, you just make the offer and then give people enough time, and it's like, hey, if nobody's ready to buy today, absolutely cool. If does anybody want a chance to think about this? It's like, any questions, any reasons you're not buying? We have question and answer, and then once we're done, and people are, it's like, all right, I've seen what I came to see. Just show me the free thing. So then it's like you close that door. So fast action bonuses go away. Blah blah blah. And then you're like, all right, so for those of you who stuck around, thank you so much. We appreciate your feedback. We appreciate you sitting in the webinar. Let me help you set up your group. And this is a part of what we help paid clients do, is like set up a big space, because
what we should do is just ask every time at the end of the webinar, just be like, hey, what would you have wanted? Like, is there something you would have preferred to have rather than this as a gift for coming here? And it's like we can literally ask them.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna have to start getting blowjobs on it.
That's the thing. Like, we're thinking the webinar is the selling process, and it is, but it's also the research process.
Yeah, I think that's the value of this. But I think this is what's I think we're doing with our marketing that I think most people are not. Is we're actively constructing everything from a selling standpoint. It's like, what is it that people want? Okay, the thing we need to get them to understand or to learn, we need to say it in the way that they want it, which should be obvious, but I don't know that people are like thinking that way, because the way most people sell is they give you what you want. So Russell Brunson's perfect webinar thing, he's really showing you how to ask for feedback and listen to your market. But he doesn't sell you that. He says, hey, here's how you get millions of dollars and millions of clients, or hundreds of clients, is if you just build the perfect webinar and then do it over and over and over for a year, it's going to be perfect. It's like you're going to have something so powerful that like your customers won't be able to resist buying. You're telling people you want clients, so here's how to get tons of clients. Instead of, the way you get clients is you got to go ask the market. You have to go do that boots on the ground work of getting feedback. And people don't want to hear that. People want to hear, can you help me get clients? And so you say, yes, I can. Let me show you my perfect thing. And you're just really giving them, here's what you really have to do. But you make it like a cookie.
I have a question. Do you have access to groups where you can just kind of go in and promote and do whatever you want? Like, they don't frown upon that?
I have a list of groups where a lot of self-promotion is allowed. I haven't looked through that list to look at each group and analyze like which ones of these would be good for me to start posting in.
Oh no, I'm just thinking, because like, let's say we wait till like quarter past, no one shows up. What if we just
have 3 groups
go live in whatever, like one of those groups, and just do the webinar there live?
I totally could.
It's like, hey, we're practicing the webinar, we're starting to give it, we'd like some feedback, and just give it in the group. Like, that way we're going to give it either way. Whereas here, if no one shows up, there's no point. Whereas if we go in a group, then people might see it.
Yeah.